Hi everyone! In this video I'm going to assemble this adorable little Easter treat box or gift box. As always, in the description right under this video you'll find a link to my Facebook group where you can find this project shared for you to use in Cricut Design space. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you don't already. That's much appreciated. This is the box we're going to assemble. It's very easy to assemble, but for beginners I wanted to show a video on how to assemble a basic box. This is the tag. I've done mine with the Cricut pen. In the project you'll see that there's a print then cut version and a pen version, so either one is there. There's also a cut for a bow if you don't have ribbon. On the original, my trial version, I made the lid go all the way to the bottom, and I made the lid snug, and I found that it was actually difficult to remove the box. So on the larger version, I left this trim showing of the inside box, and I find that it's very cute. I like that extra little blue showing at the bottom. And I made it a little larger, so you could fill more. It's about 3 1/4, 3 1/2 in size. Oh, and the initial that I put in, the font is called BFC Wedding Guest. That I use for the initial. But you can use whatever you like, of course. So let's just move this pen aside. We don't need it. This is the tag for my second box. I'll just put it aside. And the lid. Let's start with the lid. I put a cardstock on my table so you can see rather than trying to see white on white. So you have the 4 score lines to make the box shape. You're just going to fold those and you can burnish them so they're nice and crisp. There we go. That should be it. Okay. When you're folding the glue tabs, you want to be careful where you have the cutout. You don't want to tear the cutout, so you want to do it carefully. Just get that side and then get the bottom. This won't be visible, of course, because it's going to be adhered on this side. You just want to be careful that you don't tear the cutout. That should do it just fine. There we go. Should make the light a little stronger in here. Fold this one. And the last one. Okay. So I'm going to use Tombow. I have extra large bottles and they run quite a bit, so I switched to a fine tip, smaller bottle to use the Tombow. And we're just going to add some adhesive. If you prefer, you can use a double-sided tape if you don't like using liquid adhesive. And we're just going to line this up really well. Go. Just make sure it's secure. So I'm pressing down on it a little. The Tombow dries quite quickly. Just make sure we get our adhesive near the edge. And again, line it up really nice and tight. And we'll press it down and just continue like that for the next two sides. That's all there is to the lid. It's very simple. Line it up and press it down. You want to try and be as accurate as possible with lining up the edges so that it fits well. If you go too far in, you're going to make it too tight. And if you go too far out, you'll make it too loose, of course, the opposite. And the last side for the lid. I should mention also that in the project, I've doubled the score lines. I'm using either 80 or 100-pound cardstock to do these. So I doubled the score lines so they'll be easier to fold. Easier to see and easier to fold. That should be good. And there we have our lid. Press on this side one more time where the cutout is. And that's the lid. That's all there is to adhering or assembling the lid. We'll just put that aside. On the base, the box itself, you have the center score line. You have a score line for the glue tabs, and you also have an extra score line at the top. This is where we're going to fold over, but we're going to do all the side gluing first and then adhere this in. And I've done that double top to protect the box so that if you're opening and closing a few times, you don't tear the top of the box. So we're just going to get our center score lines. This one is also very easy to assemble. The only difference is that extra fold at the top. But as I mentioned, do the side glue lines first, so the edge of that glue line or glue fold is not visible. There we go. That's the 4 sides. Now we'll do our glue lines, or our glue folds, and our top fold. This is heavy cardstock, so I really like that I've done double score lines. Makes it much easier to work with. Even with the scoring wheel, the double score lines are handy. And there we go, all 4 sides. Whoops. We need this side also. That one. And this one. There. And like the top, we're going to glue all the sides first. Just make sure you line them up. And I always like to turn it over and press for a second just to make sure they're well adhered. That's good. We'll do this one. Make sure it's lined up and turn it over. Push it in a little more. unlike the top, if you're not accurate lining up your edges, it won't fit properly. So you want to make sure you're accurate with that. Line it up. See, very simple to do. It's not difficult at all. And I think they're very cute, and even cuter when you add your choice of embellishments to it, your choice of ribbons or tags or whatever you like to finish it off. Will make it very cute. It's nice. Okay. That looks good. So now we're just going to glue in these tabs at the top. You don't have to use a lot of adhesive. You don't have to go edge to edge on these. Just glue them in to reinforce the top of the box. And there's the base of the box. Very simple. And now we're just going to add the lid. There we go. And there you go. All done. Super cute. So now all you need to do is add your decorations. If you want to add ribbon or a tag or bows, whatever, or an Easter egg, whatever you'd like to add to the top will be perfect. So I hope you like this project. I hope you're going to make some. Please post pictures in my Facebook group. If you do, I would love to see how they turn out, how you choose to decorate them. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.